Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome back. I'm doing a really quick rainy day craft because it is raining here in Atlanta, and I thought I would do something really quick and simple and fun. And as you could see, I'm in a shabby chic mood, not my traditional, but of course you're more than welcome to make this any way you want, make it more colorful. But I did use some parchment paper. As you can see, I typically bake with unbleached parchment paper, so that's why mine is like colored brown. I have little ephemera pieces, and I just put this on the front because I didn't put any ephemera on the front. I want you to see that it would look really cute just like this. This is a file folder. So when you open it, it's typically just like a traditional folder that you would make if you've done it online. You can see I just altered it just a tiny bit to change this up. So I was inspired by someone had posted a Rascal cart and had little indexes dividing the cart with all the ephemera. And I thought, what if we have like a folder that does that? Because you know those little plastic containers that you typically use to store, they get really expensive, and not just that, they take up a lot of space. So of course you can use this for snail mail too, but imagine if you just take your ephemera and take really tiny pieces so they don't fall out and just label it, and then you pop them in and you can go file to file just like that and just flip through. And you can make this a little shorter, you know, just to switch it up so you have different lengths so you're able to see it better. But I just really liked it because it was quick and easy and just a fun little alter from the traditional, you know, album. So this will also be great for snail mail, of course, or another album. Like if you want to stack these, you can stack them and make it really cool, like a whole bunch of pockets. Or, you know, if you have a swap, add this in your junk journal for a little pocket. Just, you know, lots of fun, cute little ideas. You can even do it this way, whatever way you want to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, because as I said, this is supposed to be quick, right? I'm going to grab my scoreboard real quick. And I'm using 8x8 papers. I have had several requests to use 8x8 paper pads, so I thought this would be the perfect project for that. All right, so grab an 8x8 paper, okay? And this side is going to be the actual fold of the album. So just know that when you're doing your paper, whichever side you want to be folded, do that. Okay, so sorry, I have like fruit flies in here for food. So we're gonna score at 1/4 inch, 4 inch, and 7 3/4. All right, so 1/4 inch, 4 inch, and 7 3/4. So that's gonna be our little fold right there. Okay, now when we flip this, make sure you do it the way that your pocket's going to be here on the bottom. Okay, so the pocket is just going to be a score of 5.5. So right here, or you can make it deeper. This is just, you know, an example. So right there is our simple little folder. And I just did one tiny thing just to make it this way from the traditional one. So let me turn this around so you can see. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the bottom right here up to the score line and make it a little triangle. It doesn't matter how deep, it's all preference. So it just kind of looks like that for those who have not done folders. And then what I'm going to do is also knock these off right here. So just up to that score line where your folder line starts. And my cut was not that great. Let me just go back in here real quick. And then do this side too. I love simple crafts on rainy days. They're just so great, and I love to share them that day. So when you're done, it should look like that. Okay? Now, go ahead and just do this score right here, your middle score. Because I want to show you a little trick real quick before we do it. And then go ahead and do your bottom folder. Okay, so we need to cut this. So what we're gonna do is you can either score here before you do it or just cut it. I'm just cutting right where that folder begins. So you see that? And then I'm just gonna nip it one more time and make a little like, you know, triangle just to separate it, just like that. So you see where it starts? I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Sorry, lefty issues here to get the camera view here. So it's just gonna look like that. So when you do your standard folder, what you would do is just fold all this in. So because I'm doing that tab, what I'm gonna do is knock this off right here. So on the left side, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock that off. Just like that. Okay, and then right here, you see how I did that little jab? I'm gonna do that so that can be our little like tab, our cool looking tab right there. So I'm not gonna fold that, okay? I'm only folding this one. That's why I said not to like do all your scores yet. And I'm gonna fold this one. So it doesn't have that bent look to it yet. Or you don't want that bent look because it's gonna be the tab, not yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue on this, and you could put this over or under. I feel like it gives a little bit, I feel like it gives a little bit of that manufactured real folder look when it's over. So doing this side and just gluing it down. Well, let me, I didn't score this, so this is giving me a problem. Let me score that down. I'm gonna cut this just a little bit too. Just so it's a little bit cleaner. You could do that to both sides if you want. Okay, and then when you close it, you're gonna have this little file folder thing here. Wow, I did not score that very good. Or cut that. Hold on, let me fix this. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, so right there is your cute little folder with your little tab here, and that's where you would write your little label. You can score this thicker so that it's like a half an inch. When I did it, I wasn't crazy about how it looked on this short of paper. So if you're doing like a 12 by 12, I think that would look better. Okay, so let's quickly get to the coin, the parchment paper, coin envelope. Hold on, where did the scores at? Oh wait, here's an example of what I had done. This is the actual half an inch, but look how it looked, and I didn't really, I thought it just looked too short. So, I don't know, it's all preference. I feel like this would look better, bigger. Okay, next. Grab your parchment paper. It's just gonna be a 6 by 6 piece. And yeah, parchment paper is not easy to work with, but it's a great cheap alternative, you know, to paper, because you have this endless roll. So it doesn't matter which side, obviously. For the 6 by 6, we're going to start off scoring it at a half an inch and 3 1/4 inch. So you might see me struggle here. That's okay. So a half an inch and 3 1/4, 3 1/4 right here. And it's okay if it's not perfect, because this parchment envelope is supposed to look a little junk journal-y. So flip it, and now you're going to score it at a half an inch and 4 inches. So a half an inch. Actually, this is how deep you want it. So mine is, it's got a kind of a deep look to it. I wanted the top to be a little long. So now we're just going to go ahead and cut it out like we do with all our other envelopes. So I'm going to start on this side. Hold on, let me get this out of the way because I feel like you can see better. Okay, back to where we were. This is the top up here. And I'm sorry if it's hard to see. I'll show you the parchment paper after I'm done, what it looked like. So it will look like that. And then I'm just gonna chop off that little box at the bottom. And I'm gonna chop this right here. Just like all of our regular coin envelopes, so it's gonna look like that. And then I'm gonna chop this off here. I think I made my top a little deeper than my other one, but that's okay. It must have, I said 4-inch. I think I did 4.5, so that might have been a little mistake. But you can always just cut that and trim it down. So now I'm going to just, it should look like this when you're done. So let me go ahead and fold this in. And yes, you have to be really careful with the parchment paper because it's not easy to work with. It's just a little bit more dainty. And then, oh my goodness, I made this lid too long. I must have scored it the wrong. So I believe, what did I do here? Hold on. Sorry about the blooper. Hold on, where is my thing at? So let me see where I scored this at. I totally did a blooper. 4.5 inches where you should have scored it at. So when you do the 4.5, it's gonna just bring it up like that. Yeah, I definitely did the wrong. So I'm so sorry. So after you, here, let me do this again. I did have it right. I don't know why I scratched that out. I second guessed myself. So this is gonna be the envelope. Okay, and then hopefully that didn't confuse anyone. If anything, I can redo that and make another video just for this. But I'm pretty sure I have this exact size in other videos. So I just have a cutout, and you know what, just for fun, I'm gonna use a glitter one to see how that looks with the shabby chic. And I did round this off. I'm gonna make another hole here. Sorry, I redid this video because I had messed up cutting the parchment paper earlier, and I didn't want to do it again. So typically I would just start all over, but it's right at dinner time. I should have started earlier. I'm sorry, you guys. So let me just add my eyelet. Just to make it pretty. Let's see how this looks. And if you were doing your little album, that'd be so pretty. Or you can use this. Actually, I kind of like this one better. I don't know why I didn't do it that way. But I use this. And then make it dainty. Just take a little sewing floss string and just wrap it around to give it a little daintier look, like junk journal look. And then let me find a little piece in here. And I did distress the, I distressed this a little bit. Do I have any small ones? Where are my small ones at? Wow, just a head. Sorry guys, I only have a head in here. So I did distress this. I really don't want to use a head. Please tell me I have something else. Oh, this bird cage. Okay, so I'm gonna just take it and distress it a little bit. Wait, there's nothing on there. Okay, that was a lot. This is the Victorian velvet that I'm using. And then I'm going to glue that baby on there. And this kind of is perfect because I used gold, so it makes it more gold. But I definitely like this look. But I guess it's, if anything, I would fix this and distress it a little bit different. And then let me take one of these. And I have these pretty little, like, antique gold clips that I got. I can put that in there and just add it. And here if you want, just to show. And here, actually, it's in there. No, Bandit, please. There goes my dog. I am on a time constraint now. So that's it, you guys. I hope this wasn't too wacky. I thought this would be an easy tutorial, though, for a rainy day like here, and just fun. So let me see here. I think I got everything. But ta-da! Hope you guys like it. Thanks, guys.